Now we're going to continue the exercise 3.2 from the second question. Already we have completed the first question in the first part, and now we're going to continue the exercise using the multiplying dividing by 10, hundreds and thousands using the easy method. Question 2, Hannah works out 350 divided by 10, then she checks her answer by working backwards. So this is her working given here. So these are all, this is the way how she checks whether the answer is correct. So based on this, we are going to work out these questions. See, first of all, she worked out the question, that is 350 divided by 10. So when you divide, you can see that the 10 has one 0. And when we divide, we know that 350, the decimal point is at the end of the 0, and the decimal moves towards the left. And we have 35.0. And finally, again, she multiplies with 10. The decimal point moves towards right, and she gets 350, which was in the question. So like that, we are going to find out now. For the question A, 5.1, when you multiply, value increases, therefore the decimal value moves from left to right, and so we get the answer 5, 1.0. So 5.1 becomes 51, and we check the answer now. So now we're going to check the answer, that is 51. When we divide by 10, because it is multiplication, we will do it in the reverse. So we divide by 10, we have 1 0, so we know that the decimal from right side will move one digit towards left. So the answer will be 5.1, which was the question. So our answer is correct. So this is how we have to proceed for the question B also. So now we multiply the numbers 0.6 and 1000. So while multiplying with 1000, we can see the 1000 has three zeros, which means the value, the number will move towards left and the decimal will move towards right. Means the value will increase. So it will move three digits towards the right, the decimal value. So it was now number 1, number 2, and number 3. So while moving for the third, after the third digit, we don't have any values. So we just put round with 0. And so the decimal ends here after multiplying. So we can write the answer as 0, 6, 0. The 0 before the number doesn't have any value, so we can write just 60, which is the answer. And now we can check our answers. So we will just divide the 60 by 1000. So when we divide 60 by 1000, actually the decimal is now after 0, the last after the last digit. When we divide by 0, for 1000 we have three zeros, which means the decimal value will move towards left and the value will decrease. So it will move 1 digit, 2 digit, and then 3 digit. So the third digit doesn't have any value, so we just fill up with the empty values with zeros. So the decimal point is here, 0 point. We don't have any value, so just put 0 and then 6. And this 0 doesn't have any value, so we got the same value which we have gotten in the beginning of the question. So the answer is correct. So in question C, 12.7 divided by 10, while dividing, the value definitely reduces. So the decimal value moves one digit, because it is divided by 10, we have 1 0. So it will move one digit towards left, and the answer is 1.27. So we are going to verify it now. So we are going to check the answer whether 1.27 is correct. So when we multiply by 10, we have 1 0, so the decimal point will move one digit towards the right because the value increases while multiplication and it becomes 12.7. So the answer is correct. 12.7 is the value which we have got it before the beginning of the question. We go to the next question now. In this question number 3, we have to put the symbol whether it is multiplication or division. We have two options. One is multiplication and division. We have to identify what symbol should be used here for getting these values in the right hand side. We know that when we apply multiplication, the value increases, and when we apply the division, the value decreases. With that, we can identify and we can easily put these symbols for the required questions. So 22 and 10 is here. Question A, the value is 2.2. We can see that the value has been reduced, and so definitely it's going to be division here. So 22 divided by 10 gives us 2.2 because we have dividing by 10, we have 1 0. So the decimal point from right to left moves one digit. So our answer is correct. Next for B, 17 divided by 100, definitely value decreases. So we put division here. And what will be the answer for C? We just see that 0.04 is a lower value than 4. So now we can see that the value has been increased in the right side. So when does it increase? Only when we multiply. So we just put multiply here, and we can check our answers that when 0.04, which is having a 2 decimal place multiplied by 100, see the decimal point moves 2 digits towards the right. So we get the answer 4. So it is correct. Question D, 0.9 and 100 is there, and the value has been decreased more than 0 point. And when you check with this and this value, the right hand side value is more lesser than the left hand side 0.9. So definitely it is division. And you can check our answer. 0.9 is divided by 100. So 2 digits, the decimal point will move towards left. Decimal point will move towards left. You can see that it has moved 2 digits. So it is division. Next 5.3 and 1000 is there. So 5.3 has been increased to 5300, which means it is possible only through multiplication. You can see that when multiplying by 1000, 3 digits, the decimal point moves, and you can get 5300. Now the value of 0.59 and value of 0.059, we can see that 0.059 after the calculation is lesser than this value. So we can easily identify that this is only division which can reduce the value, and we can verify that a 2-digit decimal value when divided by 100 becomes 4 digits. So that's our answer is correct. Next, we move to the question. Now in this question 4, write down which number 10, 100 or 1000 goes in this box. So what number we should put it inside the box. Now they have given the operator multiplication already. We have to identify which number we have to put it inside the box suitable for that. So first question A, 51.3 is equal to 513. It means the decimal point has moved one digit towards the right side. So which is possible only when it has the value 10 multiplied by 10. So it moves one digit. So 10 should come here. So 3.75 multiplied by which number gives 37. It means the decimal value moves one digit here from left to right. So this is also for 10 multiplied by this value gives the answer. Now you can see 0.000. 3 zeros are there. Multiply which value can give a 0.04. That means here you can see 4 decimal values and here 2 decimal values. So definitely 2 has been reduced, so definitely 100 has 2 zeros, so we put 100 here. So the answer is 100. So similarly, now we're going to see for division. So previously we have seen for multiplication, now we're going to see for division. 1.4 divided by what will give you See, if you have one decimal place here and you have three decimal place, so two decimal place has been increased. So definitely 100 has two zeros, so it is possible only if you divide by 100. Next, for E, 180 divided by which value gives 0.18. That means it is already the end, the decimal is at the end, and it has come after three digits, 1, 2 and 3. After three digits means it is possible only if it is divisible by 1000, because 1000 has three zeros for three decimal place. That's the last question. 0.1 divided by which value gives 0.001. So you can see this is having one decimal place, whereas the right side has three decimal place. So two digits has been increased. So it is possible only when we divide by 100, because 100 has two zeros. For two zeros, we can move to decimal place. And then, now in question 5, Ricky is building a wall. He needs 2000 bricks to complete the job. So what is doing? The bricks are sold in packs of 100. So one pack of bricks has 100 bricks. So how many packs does he need? So how many packs is required to complete his job is what we are going to find out now. So now you can see here, number of bricks required is 2000. The number of bricks in the pack. So one pack of a brick has 100 numbers. Okay. So number of packs required. So how many packs is required for him to buy and get his job completed? So what we have to do, we have to just divide 2000. We have to divide 2000 by 100. So what we have to do is, actually the decimal point is here in the right side of the end of the digit. So when we divide, the value definitely decreases, and the decimal value moves two digits towards the left. So 1 and 2. So after it moves two digits, we get the final answer is 20. That is 20 point, and also we called as 20. And the zeros after the decimal doesn't have values, so we can just say that is equal to 20 packs. So to complete the job, Rocky needs 20 packs of bricks. Hope you understand. Enjoyed the class. Thank you very much.